Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. You guys, welcome back. I'm dying to paint. I haven't painted for again another like 10 days. Garden season rapidly approaching and painting gets kind of put on the back burner. So here we go. So this is one of my $1.50 canvases. There you go, $1.50. I painted on one of these a while ago, deconstructed bloom. So I'm going to do the same thing tonight with a little bit different colors. And we might spin it, we might swipe it, we might modify it, we might do a whole bunch of things. You just never know. So these ones are really, really nice and firm. I think I mentioned in my last video, if you buy canvases from like the thrift stores or garage sales or whatever, try to get ones that are nice and firm, because there's definitely a difference between the quality of canvas, just the same as what we buy. All right. There's my bloom puddle, you guys. So my base paint tonight is Artist Loft Flow acrylic with a little bit of floetrol in it. And that's about it. And I don't seem to have any fire. Why? Why do I not have a torch out here? Good. Oh, it's in the living room because I lit the fire. It's cold in Victoria tonight, you guys. It's like, it's going to rain. Okay, I'm going to just put this on hold for 30 seconds while I go and grab my fire. Yeah, I need to. There's lots of bubbles. Lots of bubbles in my paint. All right, here we go. Hold. All right, we're back with fire this time. Yeah, unfortunately, painting really definitely gets put aside for the summer months, and I would much rather paint, but when I look out the window and my grass is falling over onto itself, I really got to get busy. So this week I've made this pact with myself that I'm going to spend an hour a day in the garden and try to get things a little bit tidier, which is kind of what I've done. I've been pretty good about it, but the painting is calling me. All right. Same paint, just two different cups, that's all. I'm just going to spread it out a tiny bit before we even start. All right, let's start there. I've been super good. I did finish up a lot of projects that I've had on the go. I've done some resining and I've done some finishing, and I hate doing all of those things. I'd way rather paint. All right, you guys, first color is Atelier Raw Umber. My second color is Quinacridone Nickel Ezo Gold by Golden. This is this pretty kind of a blue-gray color by me. And then we're going to add a little bit of, this is Golden Teal, or Phaylo Turquoise, I believe is its actual appropriate name. And this is Quinacridone Nickel Ezo Gold with a little bit of white. So it's kind of a softer peach color. And then black cell mix, you guys. All right, here we go, the blowout. Straighten up my hair. I'm good tonight. I got one pair of glasses on my eyes, one pair of glasses and sunglasses on my head. So there's no excuse if I can't see, because I'm well armed tonight, you guys. These paint's a little bit bubbly. Okay, here we go, the blowout. Try to blow it out in all directions. All right, we're we're just going to give this a second, maybe jiggle it around a tiny bit before we even start. And then, all right, let's give it, shall we spin it a tiny bit? Let's spin it a little bit first. Let's put my colors away so I don't splatter everything with paint. And then maybe we'll swipe it a bit too. Uh-oh. Let's move my spinner back a smidge. Okay. Let's blow it a little bit more. I'm not totally thrilled with this section. That wasn't my best blowout ever. Maybe we can add a little more cell mix in here. And let's see what happens. It's definitely different blowing it out when your base is flow acrylic instead of house paint. It's much easier to blow. Absolutely. All right, a little spin. A little bit of tipping and tilting. I wish I had more blue down here and less blue up top. So that may be a determining factor as to which way I stretch it out. Let's go down that way a tiny bit and then bring it back. All right. So let's swipe it. Let's put a swipe in. We're going to use black cardstock. It's torn cardstock paper, that's all. Nothing fancy. So we're going to dip that right in our black cell mix. And then we're just going to swipe it. So I'm going to break up some of this blue right now. And then where are we going to go, you guys? Oh, let's just leave it. Let's just spin it a bit. See what happens. I'm out of practice. I haven't painted forever. My paints sit on the kitchen table and I walk by them and they like call me. They call my name. And it's like, no, you have to get out. You have to get your garden cleaned up. And then my daughter's daycare lady is no longer. So now we have no daycare. So I've kind of taken over grandma duty. So every single one of my days off has been consumed with baby minding, which has been super fun, but it doesn't leave me a lot of time to just do me stuff like paint. All right, let's go in here. I'm just going to pick up some of this paint, spread it out a wee tiny bit. And I'll put my wall up so I don't splatter paint all over myself. All right. Put my cell mix away. Try and keep things organized, you guys. Okay, here we go. I think I'm just gonna tip and tilt this. I'm gonna tilt the whole board actually. Slowly, slowly. All right, let's stretch this way down and go off that edge. The whole point was a deconstructed loom, so I'm not necessarily looking for the bloom image, which is good because we're not going to have it by the time I'm done. So my pouring medium, I kind of made a bit of a change, and I'm not really going to share it with intent for you to use it. I was trying something different a couple days ago, and so I mixed my pouring medium up, and it was a 50-50 mix of floetrol and Elmer's glue wool, and then the balance was a little bit of polyacrylic. So it's sort of 50-50 Elmer's glue and floetrol, and then kind of a good kind of splash of polyacrylic. It actually seems to be working quite well, which is surprising because it's not my typical bloom recipe. But don't try it, and don't ask me for exact measurements because I don't know. It was just an experimental thing that I was playing around with, and just decided that I would try it tonight in a bloom, which obviously seemed to be working quite well. All right, you guys, that is quite pretty. Needs a little bit of paint on this corner. My edges look pretty good, and my color looks pretty. All in all, that was a success, I should think. I'm not really going to do much mucking about with it. It's kind of pretty just the way it is. Let me give it one quick little spin, and then that's it. That was so fast. Touch up these corners a wee bit. All right, my friends, quick spin. So see, now I wish I had have done the pair of them and just carried this whole thing on to a bigger piece, but I didn't. Of course. Clean up here. Clean up on aisle 5, you guys. And then I have to actually get it off the board, but I'll worry about that in a minute. All right, my friends, I'm pretty happy with that. It's very pretty. I'm going to bring you guys down for a close-up. So my camera's going to do weird things, I warn you now, because if I don't take off the color lock, the light lock, then my frame will be out of focus is what I'm trying to say. All right, so I'm going to put you on hold. All right, I'm back, and you can see that this is much, much darker now that the light lock is off of it. So this is really its true colors, the quinacridone nickel azo gold. You're all familiar with that. That's how beautiful it is. I'm pretty happy with my edges, which is nice because the edges is something that I struggle with. I'm not really thrilled with these two little dots, but I'm going to leave them alone. There's my edges. So there it is. That's the whole piece, you guys. Nice, bright, bold colors. Quinacridone nickel azo gold for the win. I think you can put it in almost anything and it will look good. There we are. One deconstructed bloom, you guys. These cells here are pretty interesting. This was my swipe through with black, and then it just picked up some of the white underneath. And then this corner here is quite lovely as well. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen tonight. I am super, super thrilled to be here. It's been a while, you guys. It's been a while. So if I haven't answered questions or commented, it's not because I don't care. I've just been crazy, crazy busy. Crazy, crazy busy. But I will get on it, you guys. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad that you're here with me. So thank you all so much for pouring with me in the kitchen tonight, and we'll talk really soon, guys. Bye for now.